So today we're working on a 1949 Chevy pickup truck and we're putting in a dual master.
Okay, we're putting in a dual master. What happened with this truck?
It had no brakes, the person that was driving it.
Right, the person that was driving this, he went to take it for a ride, and he hit the brakes,
And it didn't work.
and it didn't work. The wheel cylinder blew out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to put a dual cylinder in it, dual master cylinder for safety. So that separates the front and the back brake systems.
Yeah, it's safer.
Right, safer. And we're also going to put a booster.
Yep, we're putting
a power booster. So this is going to be a nice conversion.
Yep.
For this car. Now, in order to do that, first of all, what do?
We put on our glasses.
Safety glasses, because we're under the car, right?
Yep,
and we're working on cars.
Yeah, because a piece of rust could fall in your eye
right.
and you can get hurt.
That's right. Now, what we had to do was we had to notch the frame, and your dad notched that frame professionally. He did that with the Whizzer. Yep. Very, very nice. So now the cylinder will fit in beautifully. Yeah. And the cylinder and the booster will fit right in. Yeah. And it gets bolted to the frame right here. Yeah. Okay, and it has this linkage, a very nice linkage that came with the kit. Oh, yeah, so we're going to convert this, and we're going to split it. We're going to split it right here. Yeah. We have a connection here. One goes to the front, one goes to the back. We're going to split it here. Yeah. And that's where we're going to make our connections to the master cylinder. Yep. All right. This truck is a very, very nice truck, a 3100. Yep. And this 3100 used to be the truck of choice of the old timers back in the old days. Yep. And they were on farms, and construction guys had them. Yeah. They were very, very. They're very good for working. They're a good work truck. They're a good work truck. So and a lot of people buy them. Yeah, and here's our residual valves that we're going to put in, and we're going to put the bullet in. The bullet goes in the master cylinder. Right there. Right there, so that we can use the power booster, because the rod is short. Yeah, it's important. See, it's short. It's very important. And we're going to bolt them with good bolts. They come with the kit, and that's what we're going to do today. Yeah. So today we're putting in our brake booster, our master cylinder, and our residual valves. Grampy, what are those for? Okay, the residual valves. I'll show you what those are for. Okay, these residual valves. Okay. What they do is these are RCV 10s. Yep. They're 10-pound residual valves. Okay? And what they do is they keep a little bit of pressure on the wheel cylinders, because the master cylinder is lower than the brake system. In other words, the wheel cylinders. So it's good to get this, So you have to put these in to hold some pressure. Yeah. Otherwise, when you apply the brake, it'll go too low. Yeah. So this keeps it. This keeps the pressure, a little bit of pressure, which is okay. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, the customer, we would normally recommend disc brakes, but the customer wants to keep this stock looking. Yeah. So you have to change the wheels and the rims to go to disc brakes, and he didn't want that. Yeah, he didn't want that. So what we're doing is the next best thing. We're going to put this system in. The master cylinder, and we're putting in a residual valves. Right, we're putting the master cylinder and residual valves, which is the next best thing. And the customer okayed the job, so we're going to do it. Okay, we already have our frame cut. Yep. Okay, we have our special bolts. We have our residual valves. And for safety, so we're going to work. Yep.
Okay, guys, so we're underneath the 49 Chevy. We have the linkage on, we have the booster in, we got the master in, and this is a lot of the common stuff that we deal with when working on old cars. So first of all, this fitting here, hard to see, but it's definitely rounded off. You can see it a little bit there. And here comes the brake line back here. They got it zip tied there. You keep going a little further. It's a very easy brake line to make. They have another splice in it here, and grab that brake line. That has to be the most annoying thing when you're driving this truck. And look at all these holes in the frame. A simple P-clamp here and there would fix that, but we don't really like these splices. We don't use them, and we're going to rip this whole line out and just put a brand new line going all the way in the back. Nice copper line, and we're going to call it a day. But this is the stuff that we find, and the little things like that are probably so aggravating when driving this car. And here are the things that you find when someone else puts these cars together. Can't even put the wrench on to get this fitting out. All they had to do was space this thing out from the frame and just make this easy. The things that you find when you work on cars. Whoops. And they did the other side as well. Here's what you get.